I have Pradeep, the VP of Gelato Plus with us. Pradeep, how are you today?
Great. Thank you for having me, Alicia.
Great. Listen, Pradeep, let's talk a little bit about how local can set you up for success. Can you tell me a little bit about supply chains right now? I have read it's very commonplace for disruptions. What are you seeing and what can you share with our merchants?
The holiday season is the busiest time of the year for e-commerce merchants, and 2022 season, based on what we're reading, would be like no other in terms of supply chain disruptions. These disruptions cause delays, which are a big reason for refunds and customer dissatisfaction. Not only do our merchants lose money on the order, but 8 out of 10 customers who are impacted by such delays are likely to not buy from the same merchant again. So it is important that all of you take this into account. Country by country, there are different seasonal disruptions. It could be shipping carrier strikes or snowstorms or capacity bottlenecks. We know that these things will happen, and more so this year. At Gelato, we have been monitoring and preparing for this. Local production is at the heart of how Gelato solves this for merchants. We have more than 100 production hubs in 33 countries. Local products and local shipping means less variables going wrong.
Wow. So local production, it means different things to different people. Can you explain a little bit about how Gelato is set up for local production and shipping?
That's a great question. In terms of a global producer, which Gelato is, local means producing as close to the customer who needs to receive the product. This is our belief, and that is the reason why we have built the world's largest network for on-demand production. Let's take US as an example. US is larger in size than Europe. And in order to be truly local, we have 17 production hubs. 17. What does this mean? If your customer is ordering from, let's say, Michigan, then the product is going to be produced either in Michigan or states closest to Michigan. No shipping across the country, no shipping overseas, just local production in country and fast local shipping.
Wow. So if one partner close to my customer has an issue with a snowstorm, transportation issues, there is someone close by that can fulfill the orders.
Exactly. That is how we overcome these disruptions. It is faster and it reduces shipping costs and carbon emissions. This fast and on-demand delivery is a skill that many of our merchants add to their stores in About Us or product pages or FAQs. I highly recommend adding this to attract both environmentally conscious shoppers and last-minute shoppers.
Wow, amazing. Great tips. So can you tell me a little bit about how Gelato supports merchants and prepares them for the holiday season frenzy?
Sure. Gelato focuses on 3 areas for this. First, we multiply our capacity and stock. Just this year, we have added 14 new production hubs to increase capacity, and we have significantly strengthened our stock position across products. Secondly, we multiply our customer service team so you get fast 24/7 support. As a Gelato merchant, you will be able to reach our support team in real time on live chat. Number 3, we will keep you updated on the status of our network. How long will it take to produce and ship your goods by region and by product? There will be a dedicated page where you will be able to track the updates.
Great. Can you give me some examples of how I can prepare my e-commerce store for the holiday season?
Absolutely. My first recommendation is to start preparing early. October to December represent more than 60% of sales for many of our e-commerce merchants. So September and right now is a great time to prepare. Secondly, be ready to handle an increasing volume of customer service tickets. Responding within 24 hours is extremely important, ideally much faster. And number 3, keep track of supply chain disruptions. If you use Gelato, of course, we will take care of this for you using redundancies in our production network.
Okay, great. Well, listen, in addition, I've asked some of our merchants to write in and ask some questions. So I have a few here for you right now. I've had capacity and routing issues in the past with other POD companies. How can Gelato ensure my packages will arrive on time every time so that I don't need to invest more in customer service? This is from Annabelle in London.
Great question. I have one answer to that, and that is intelligent routing. At Gelato, we route your orders using data and technology, so you don't have to do that manually. In the last holiday season, Gelato merchants were also able to sell well into the second week of December for Christmas gifts using this model. It's fast, and I know that our merchants really appreciate those extra days of sales in December.
Okay, wonderful. So another question we have received, Julie in Melbourne asks, I care deeply about our planet and carbon emissions associated with my business. How can I ensure that I make the right choices when it comes to production on demand?
So glad to hear that more merchants are making environmentally conscious choices. There are two dimensions of sustainability that I recommend merchants to consider. Number one, shipping distance. Where is the product produced and how much carbon emissions are associated with delivering that product to your customer? And number two, the physical product. The question here is the material used to produce that product sustainable? If it is apparel, is it organic cotton? If it is paper products, does it have FSC certification? And if it's a phone case, is it biodegradable? I recommend that you consider such environmentally friendly products for your store and also educate your customers on the benefits.
Thank you so much, Pradeep. It's been very informative. I know I'll take these tips into account when preparing my own store for the holiday season. So if I can talk a little bit about the takeaways from today and what you've said. I know you said number one, prepare, get ready for disruptions because they are going to happen. Start now. Number two, you talked about local production and how it's being redefined. That terminology is different now. So choose as local to the customer as possible. And number three, finally consider sustainable materials. Where are they coming from and how are they made? Pradeep, I thank you so much for meeting with me today. It's been so informative and I look forward to speaking to you again.
Thank you, Alicia.